How do you start a successful and sustainable nonprofit organization? Starting a successful and sustainable nonprofit organization goes just beyond registering your organization, setting up a website, and jumping into creating impact. Most people who do this end up frustrated and neglected in no time because they haven't thought about the foundational work needed to ensure the success and the sustainability of their organization. To start up a successful nonprofit, here's what you really need to do. One, you need to research. This will help you determine the feasibility and sustainability of your impact. It will give you clarity on what's needed for you to succeed, and it will help you understand the root cause of the problem you're trying to solve. Two, finding quality board members. You need people who have the skills and the experience and the network to help you succeed. People who are just as passionate as yourself. One major mistake most people do is they rely on family and friends who don't have the skills and experience it takes to build a successful and sustainable non-profit organization. And before long, they find out that they are stuck and they are doing everything all by themselves. This usually leads to burnout. The third step of the process is strategic planning. This is where you get to work with your board, your community, and the key stakeholders to develop your business and organizational development plan. In the nonprofit world, people who plan together execute together. So this planning process helps you design your programs, it helps you create your fundraising plan, helps you determine the partnerships you need, marketing, team building, and determine exactly the kind of organization you want to build. So you can see why this part of the process is very important. The fourth step of the process is registration. This is where you get to file for your article of incorporation within your state, apply for your employee identification number, and lastly, file for your 501c3 tax exemption status. You're going to need your conflict of interest statement, bylaws, financial management templates, and the likes for you to pass through this process. The fifth step of the process is branding. This is where you get to pick your logo, your marketing materials, your website, your social media handles, fundraising materials, all the resources that are necessary to create impact, raise money, and build your organization. And then lastly, you get to execution. Execution is where the tire majorly hits the road. You start by running your programs, trying to raise money, and actually trying to build your organization. So as you can see, every step of this process is important. If you skip one part of this process, you have a foundation that's incomplete and you may not be able to build a successful and sustainable nonprofit organization. We know how hard it can be. We've been there ourselves. We started our own nonprofit almost a decade ago. Knowing how difficult it can be for new founders, we've put together the nonprofit starter pack so that you can have instructions, clear roadmap to guide you through the entire steps to start up your nonprofit. We've priced it for just $27 this month, and we know it costs much more, but if you get it this month, you get it for $27 so that you can be on your way to start up a successful and sustainable nonprofit that can create impact, a nonprofit that can last even when you're gone and can continue to impact generations many years from today.